What is up, everyone? It is Saturday, and we're going to play the second half of this game. This has been a bit of a barn burner, as they say. I'm not sure why it's called a barn burner. I don't know where that phrase comes from, but it's 17-14 Phoenix. As we start the second half, Washington will actually kick off, so Phoenix is going to get the ball. They're going to be up by 3 as they get the ball. In real life, they lost this game 30-28, but again, a barn burner. If you look at some of the stats, I mean, both teams are passing like crazy. I'm running 50-50 on my dice. For the most part, I've got a lot of passing opportunities, but we're going 50-50. Phoenix, 21 out of their 32 plays have been passes. Washington, even more, 22 out of their 30 plays have been passes. So, I don't know. This is kind of exciting. I'm glad that this is turning into Washington was up 14-0 in the first quarter. I thought it was going to be a blowout. But Phoenix comes right back and gets 17 straight. So, let's go ahead and get started here. Washington and Chip Lowmiller is going to kick off. And that is a 22, and 22 is going to be a 19. And that is going to be 71-09. So that is 6 yards deep into the end zone. We'll go ahead and call a touchback on this one. So Lowmiller puts it into the end zone, and now Phoenix. I guess I got to go kick return. 09 is by Sikahema. All right. So 1st and 10 at the 20. Phoenix up 3. And here we go. All right, a 6. So they're going to start off with that run. Try to get that 50-50 back. 12 is going to be Earl Farrell. And a 44, Washington looking for the run. That's a BG. So outside run, Earl Farrell, BG. A 64. That's a 20. Oh, that's an 18. Well, look at Farrell. 64 is an 18, and he'll get 4 yards and go out of bounds. So Farrell, he gets 4. He goes out of bounds. That'll make it 2nd down and 6 now at the 24 for Phoenix. A 2. We're going to stick with the run here. 26. We're going to stick with Earl Farrell too. And a 25, that is going to be AG. So it's going to be an AG. That's a tough defense, but they can do it. AG here. Earl Farrell. Inside run. 64 again. That's another 18, and this time he gets 5 yards. All right, so Farrell, 2 carries, 9 yards so far to start the second half. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. We can just stay in a standard offense here. And they're going to stick with that run again, inside run. They must have heard me talking about the play selection there before I started playing. It's going to be Farrell again. So 3 straight plays. We're going to go with Earl Farrell. 2nd straight inside run. I guess I did the last one wrong. Can I correct it? Let's see. It was an 18. It was a 17. It would have been a 4. So we'll take 1 here. I'll correct that one. Sometimes if I can correct them, I'll correct them. And sometimes I just don't care. So we'll go run. We'll go Farrell. We're going to take a yard away from you. Sorry about that. I looked at outside run instead of inside run. And now this is another inside run on 3rd and 2. Farrell against a 25. Did I roll that again? Yeah, that's going to be an AG. Yeah, okay. Same play, basically. All right, 15 this time. So Farrell, he'll pick up the 1st down. He'll get 4 more. So he is just going to get 4 yards to death here. As Earl Farrell has 3 carries in this half now for 12 yards? Yeah, 1st and 10 on the 32. Let's keep it going. All right, it's going to be, that's a 3. That's another inside run. We're just going to run the ball like crazy. It's not going to be Farrell this time. It will be Sikahema. So we're going to flip. We're going to flip to the outside run because he only runs outside. And we're going to do it against a BS. So outside run BS by Sikahema. I believe this is 4th carry. 43. That's a 30. He gets pounded in the backfield. Tries to get around the corner. Just keeps running backwards and backwards until he loses 5 yards. Oh, they should have stuck with Farrell apparently. I think that's Sikahema's 4th carry of the game or his 3rd carry. And it's going to be 2nd down and 15 now. So let's go short pass heavy here for Phoenix. All right, a 14 will be a short pass. 31 is Robert Awalt, the big tight end. He's a B. 31 on defense is a CS. We'll go short pass CS. Gary Hogaboom to Robert Awalt. Did I show Awalt's card in the first half? I don't remember. Let's show it here. There he is. ET2, B3. I mean, he's a 2, but he's still a B rated receiver, so it's not terrible. Yeah. All right, here we go. 66 for Hogaboom. And Awalt catches that ball 25 yards down the field, picks up another 17 for a 42-yard gain. So just like that, they're going to keep throwing the ball like crazy. Pick up another big gain, and that is going to be 1st and 10 to the Redskins' 31-yard line. Hogaboom, look at Hogaboom, 19 of 22, 219. He has at least one touchdown. He might have 2, and he's got an interception. I mean, in real life, he had 3 and 3, so we're getting there. 19 of 22 is pretty amazing. But, I mean, he has a pretty good card. I've talked in earlier videos about the cards of some of these quarterbacks. You know, you can see that if they have good numbers at like 42, he's got a 9. 53, it's a 14. Some short passes, that'll be complete. 64 is a 12. That's pretty good. 45, that's what I talked about in the last video. That's a 15. Usually that's a 17 or 18. He's going to get some completions every now and then out of that number. So he's got a pretty good completion percentage card here. All right, let's see what they're doing 1st and 10 from the 31. Oh, we're going to go short pass. Yeah, they know where that bread is buttered. 11, it's going to be JT Smith. It's an A. 56 is an AS, so we'll go short pass AS. And I'm on the 31, so we're going to stay on that same board. JT Smith having a great game. 44, his great game continues. 44 is a 5. That's good for 18 more. So Hogaboom to JT Smith for 18 more yards. And it is going to be 1st and 10 down to the Redskins' 13-yard line. Okay, keep this going. Cardinals trying to take that opening drive down. All right, a 15. We're going to stay with that short pass. Whoops. All right. 62. 62 is going to be Jay Novacek, the ex-Dallas Cowboy. He is a C. And a 64 is a CS. So a short pass CS. Hogaboom, the ex-Dallas Cowboy, looking for Novacek, the ex-Dallas Cowboy. 23. Oh, that's a 30, and Hogaboom gets sacked. He's going to lose 9 yards on the play. And that's a big defensive play right there for Washington. Let's see who got him. That will be Monty Coleman. I remember Monty Coleman. He was a little linebacker. Where is he? There he is. He's a 3. Look at that. He's a W4 QS5. He was active. Holy cow. Yeah, he was active. And I said little. I didn't mean he's 6'2", 242. He's not actually little. All right, so Monty Coleman gets the sack. And it's going to be 2nd down and 19 back at the 22 for Phoenix. Hogaboom doesn't care, though. He's got JT Smith. Let's go short pass heavy. And it's going to be JT Smith. Look at me calling that. 2 is a short pass. 41 is an AS. So we'll go short pass AS. Still inside the 30. Hogaboom to JT Smith. Oh my goodness. There's an 11. That is a 1st down plus 8, and that is a touchdown. JT Smith. Just looking at to be offensive MVP this year. I mean, 1st down plus 8 is 27 there at the 22. I'll put 27 for fun. It's going to take it down to 22. And the Cardinals get into the end zone again. That's the 23rd consecutive point for the Cardinals. 55 for Aldel Greco is going to be good. And it is going to be 24-14 Phoenix. And what could be considered an upset bid here for the Cardinals. But it's early. That was 4.5-minute drive. It's early. Let's bring out Del Greco. Kick it off. 36-40. That is 64-010. So he's going to kick it to the 1 yard line. They got two guys back, and it's going to be Joe Johnson to return the kick. Your OB. 51 for Johnson. That is a 11. And he'll get 22 yards. And they'll start 1st and 10 on their own 23. All right. Let's see if the Redskins can do anything here. And both their scores were in the first quarter. They haven't done much since. Rippon, though, 15 to 22 for 156. I think both their touchdowns are rushing. So he has no touchdowns, no picks. And they're going to start with a medium pass. Oh, Mark Rippon's ticked. All right, 16. 16 is AS, and it's going to be Gerald Riggs getting his second target of the game. This one will be a medium pass. He's a C. 16 was AS. We'll go BS. So we'll go medium pass, Rippon to Riggs. 22! 22 is a 4, and Riggs will haul it in, and he will run for 23 yards before getting tossed out of bounds. And just like that now, the Redskins are moving. 1st and 10 now at their own 46. All right, a 5. They're going to go with an inside run. 52 on defense is CD. 26 will be Riggs. Not tired at all from that. Where's Riggs? There he is. All right, so Riggs on the inside run. And it was what? 26. 52. CD. 23. We already know that's a bad roll. 23 is a 29. And he is going to get caught behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 3. It's nice. I rolled a 66 and an 11 on the last drive for the Cardinals. 2nd and 13. Let's go back to the pass here. Let's go short pass heavy. Okay, a 17. 17 was there. Your defense is BS. Oh, and it's going to be Art Monk. Art Monk making an AS. So short pass AS. Rippon to Monk. All right, short pass AS, not AF. 32, we hate these small straights. 32 is a 22, and it's incomplete, almost intercepted. But it was incomplete. And it is going to be 3rd down and I believe 13. So let's go medium pass heavy now for the Redskins. Man, this would be a tough 3 and out, or I guess good play and then 3 and out. 19, medium pass again. Or medium pass. Look at that defense, though. 66. They are ready for it. It is going to be a 25. That is going to be Gary Clark. He's an A. 66 is a BD, so we'll make it an AD medium pass. Rippon to Gary Clark. 44 for Rippon is a 4. Boom. 30 yards. 1st down. As the track meet between these two teams just keeps going. 1st and 10. They'll get to the Phoenix 27-yard line just like that. 9:45 to go in this 3rd quarter. And it's a 16. That's a short pass. They'll try to finish this game before the real NFL playoff game starts between two teams. I'm not even sure who plays first, but I do want to watch it because I like the NFL. So 42 on your defense is a CS. It's a short pass. 54. That's Ernest Biner. He's an A on short passes. So we're gonna go to BS, right? 42. Yeah, we'll go to BS. Short pass, BS. $63. Oh, it's a 34, and we have a fumble possibility. F35. So let's roll the dice here. 1 to 4, the fumble counts. And it is a 16. That fumble will not count. So we'll use the F34 to resolve the play. 43. Oh, no. Oh, it'll be good for 9 yards. Okay, good for 9. And again, would have recovered by the offense. All of the fumbles I've had in here that didn't count as fumbles all would have been recovered by the offense. All right, so Biner, if I knew that was like a 75% chance, I'd count every fumble. All right, so 9 yards. 2nd and 1 now up to the 18. All right, 16. We're going to short pass again. 51. 51 is an AD, and it will be Art Monk again. So AD short pass, Art Monk. Okay, a 12. 12's a 26, and Mark Rippon does not like what he sees. He is going to take off and run. 51 was AD. Rippon. Here goes Rippon on the outside run. Oh, 23. 23 is a 13, and we have another fumble possibility. This is an F14. So let's roll it here. Again, 1 to 4, the fumble counts. It's a 17. It won't count, so we'll use the F14 to determine that result. 65. Oh, he is going to get sacked, and he is going to lose 11 yards on the play. So Rippon minus 11. Who got him? 33. And that's going to be Ron Sadler. That is not a name I am aware of. Ron Sadler. There he is. Oh, he's a defensive tackle, defensive end. And he's a QS too. So he'll get in there and make the sack. And I believe the offense would have recovered that one too. Sadler. All right. 30 seconds. Okay. All right. Make it 3rd down and 12 now. Boy, 2nd and 1 to 3rd and 12 is rough. Let's go medium pass heavy. The 29. It's a 46-yard field goal right now. So 1, that'll be a short pass. 65, that is an AS. 44, that is going to be Ricky Sanders. So we'll stay at AS. We'll go short pass. AS. Mark Rippon to Ricky Sanders. 34, and we're going to have a penalty. Pass will be complete for 9 yards, but we have a TH. Not enough for a 1st down. So let's check the TH. 14, that'll be on the offense. That's holding. And you know what? Phoenix is going to push him back. Push him back. Get him out of field goal range here. Because that would make it a 19, a 37-yard, to 36-yard field goal. Let's push him back. Push him back 10. Push him back, way back, far back, or something like that. Okay, so that's going to be on Washington. 15 seconds. And it's going to be 3rd and 22 now. And I'll go medium pass heavy. Back to the 39. So now it's a 56-yard field goal. Probably not going to try that. You know what? Maybe. Lo Miller was a pretty good kicker, so maybe. All right, we're going to go with a 2. That's going to be a short pass. 55, good defense. That's an AD. And 62 is going to be Jimmy Johnson, the tight end. So he's not going to find anybody downfield. And we're going to short pass. We're going to make it a BS, right? No, BD, right? 55 is an AD. Yeah, BD. So we're going to look. Nobody's going to be open downfield. So he's going to look for his tight end to try to dump it off and get some yards. Maybe make it an easier field goal. So here we go. Mark Rippon to Jimmy Johnson, AD. 42. That'll be complete. But it is only going to be 4 yards before Jimmy Johnson's pushed out of bounds. So Rippon to Johnson for 4, 15 seconds, and it's going to be 4th and 18. They're going to kick the field goal. 52-yarder here for Chip Lo Miller. I remember Chip Lo Miller. I couldn't spot him out of in a lineup, but I do remember him. All right, so we're kicking from the 35. Really, there's only a couple of dice rolls here that's going to do it, but he's a pretty good kicker, so. A 66! 66 is a 39. And the 39 is, it's no good! Holy cow, I did not expect that. So there's your 39 right there. It's good from 33 and in. If this is the 4th quarter, it's good, but 33 and in. Here we are. We're at 35 yards. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that's no good. There's 39. So it is just short, 2 yards short on the crossbar. Could not get all of his leg into it for some reason. And that is a rough. That's a great penalty there then. Good call by Phoenix to take that penalty. And by good call by Phoenix, I mean good call by me to take that penalty. So we'll go no good, just short. And Phoenix takes over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. What are we down to? 8 minutes to go in this third quarter. And they're going to start standard. And it's going to be an outside run. 64. That is going to be Tony Baker. Not Stephen Baker, the touchdown maker, but Tony Baker. He's a halfback 2. 65 is a BS. So we'll go outside run BS. Tony Baker. Does he run outside? Oh, I don't know if he runs outside. Hang on. 7. Oh, no, he only runs outside. Okay, perfect. And it's a BS. All right. Oh, we know 23 is, guys, we know this. We've seen this. 23 is a bad number. So 23 for Baker. It's a 31. That's interesting. And he'll get 5 yards, but we have a penalty. Boy, I never see 31 at 23. That's really interesting. Where's that? Right there. 23 is a 31. Wow, okay. So we have 5 yards. We have a penalty. So let's check the penalty. 42 is a 3, and that's encroachment on the defense. And they'll take the 5 yards. Yeah, they'll take the 5 yards and keep it down instead of taking the 5 yards and make it second down. We'll take the 5-yard penalty here. So penalty, 5 yards on Washington. That was for encroachment. Somebody jumped. All right, 1st and 5 now at the 47. A 17. That'll be a short pass for Gary Hogaboom. Having a career game here. 25. That's big Robert Awalt, the tight end. Awalt is a B. 31's a CS. We'll go short pass CS. Hogaboom to Awalt. 54, and it's going to be a 36, and the flags are going to fly. The pass is complete, though. 14 yards on the completion, but we have that penalty. 25. That is going to be on the Redskins. That's going to be their 3rd penalty in the last 4 plays. All right, so it's a 5-yard penalty for illegal contact, and they will decline that one. They'll take the completion. So Hogaboom adding to his numbers here. 14 yards to Rob Awalt. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now. They're going to cross the 50, and they're going to get to the Washington 39. All right, we're going to go inside run. Fans here at, is this RFK? Is that where we are, RFK Stadium? Boy, I'll tell you what, in real life at this point, I think both teams were 2-2. Both teams were 2-2 in real life. I just looked up at the very top of my screen, which I don't have on the screen. Let me pull it down. You can see it here. You can see the record. I don't know if you can read it or not. Phoenix is 0-4. Washington's 4-0 so far in my replay. So this was an upset in real life. This would be a huge upset in my game. So inside run is going to be Earl Farrell. 23 for your defense is a CD. So inside run CD to Farrell. Oh, 43. 43 is a 31. And we have an RP3. We have a rare play. Have not had a rare play in a while. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to my chat GPT because I do RP3 and RP7. I do those on chat GPT because when you play as many games as I have, they're not really rare anymore. They're just plays. So let me open up the rare play generator that I created. So if you go to, in fact, let's do this. Screen. There we go. If you go to ChatGPT's custom GPT store, and you just type APBA, you'll find it. It's there. It's by me, and it's free. So, and all you have to do is tell it the situation that you're in. So you can say, what is it? What is down a distance here? It is 1st and 10 on the 39. So I can go 1st and 10 on the. I can go what minus 39? No, plus 39. Plus 39. What was the play called? Inside run. What was the play called? That's really all you have to do. That's all you have to do. It's going to generate a bunch of plays. You can have, for fun though, you can get a little more specific. You can say Phoenix. I can go 1989. Phoenix with the ball at RFK, I think, taking on the Redskins. I can say 3rd quarter. Phoenix up 24-14, shockingly. And I can say, let's see, what else? 7:15 to go. 7:15 to go in the third quarter. In the third, and I say, let's see, Pharrell is the ball carrier. You can do something like that. And the more specific you get, the more specific it's going to give you in terms of results. So I usually don't like to read it, and with my reading glasses on, I can actually read it. So what I'll do is I'll scroll and then I'll pause. So if you want to pause the video and you want to read it, you can. There's, I believe, 2, 3, and 4. I think. Yeah, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so let's go 5, 6, and 7. And then 8, 9, 10. And 11 and 12. All right, so let's roll some dice, see what we get. We get a 10. Defense delay drama after a strong 6-yard gain by Pharrell. D2. That is Tracy Rocker, the defensive tackle. Spikes the ball in frustration and accidentally hits the umpire in the foot. Flag flies. 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct. The refs laugh it off, but the penalty stands. Phoenix, 1st and 10 at the 18. All right, big play. So that was going to be a 6-yard run. I don't know if it got the math right or if I put the wrong thing down there, but I'm going to just call it what it was. It was a 6-yard run, right? 6-yard run. So it should be 21 yards. Oh, that's right, yeah. So 6-yard run for Pharrell. And we'll go 15 seconds because of the penalty. And then we'll say penalty. Washington, their 4th penalty in about the last 6 or 7 plays. We'll make it 15 yards. They're probably pissed off with the referees. Automatic 1st down. And that was a unsportsmanlike. And we'll go no time because it was on the last play. Boom. All right, 1st 10 at the 18. Phoenix trying to get on the board again. Okay, here we go. Okay. 14. 14 is a short pass. 65. 65 is Don, don't call me John, Holmes. Where are you at, Don? There you are. He is an EB2C1. I know he had a target in the first half. 35. 35 is CS. So we'll go short pass, CS. Donnie Holmes. And we're actually down to the 18, so we're going to go back this way. Short pass, there it is. And it was CS? Yes, CS. 53 for Hogaboom. That's a 14. That's going to be incomplete. Something Hogaboom has not done very often this game is throw an incompletion. It's only the 3rd time the ball's hit the ground. That 4th time was an interception. 2nd and 10 now. 2nd and 10 at the 18. And we'll go standard. And we're going to get another short pass. 25. 25 is Robert Awalt. He's a B. 51 is an AD. So short pass AD. Hogaboom to Awalt. 15 is going to be complete. That's a 7. And he'll get 12 yards and a 1st down. And that'll take the ball down to the 6. Boy, this is a hell of a game by Hogaboom. All right, let's make it 1st and goal at the 6. We'll go standard. A 19. So the only pass we have right now is a short pass. So that's what we'll run. 33. That is Roy Green. He is an A. 51's an 80. So short pass AD. Hogaboom to Green. 45. That's a 15. And that is going to be just incomplete. All right. So Hogaboom to Green. Just incomplete. Make it 2nd and goal to 6. We'll go standard again. 15. So we're going to go pass again. Short pass. 24. This will be JT Smith. He's an A. And then 53 is a BG. We're going to make this an AG. All right. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's a CS. We'll make it an AS. So short pass AS. Hogaboom to green. 21 for Hogaboom. 17. That'll be complete, but only 2 yards. So Hogaboom to green. 2 yards. And it is going to be 3rd and goal with a 4. And we'll stay standard here. All right, we'll get an inside run. 31 is Earl Farrell. 13 is going to be a CS. So inside run CS, Earl Farrell. 13, that's a 20. And he'll get hit right there at the line of scrimmage, fall forward for a yard, make it 4th and goal. And they're going to bring out Al Del Greco. Try to put him up by 13 points. It'll be a short field goal, 20 yards. It's like an extra point, basically. This will be a 20-yarder. Let's see. 15. 15 is a 5. And a 5 is good. And that makes it 27-14. Who is that? Sorry, I have Murder, She Wrote on. And you know how Murder, She Wrote is. It's always like these stars from other shows and stuff that I recognize. And I just saw somebody on the screen. I don't know who it is, but she looks familiar. Sorry. Okay, anyway. That's Meg Ryan. Holy cow, that's who that is. That's Meg Ryan. Wow, that is Meg Ryan on Murder, She Wrote. Wow. Interesting. All right. 27-14. 4:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hogaboom now. 24 of 29, 287. At least 2 touchdowns? Because I know Smith has one. Does anybody else? I think that's Meg Ryan. Looks a lot like her. Somebody Google that for me and let me know in the comments. Was Meg Ryan in a Murder, She Wrote? Okay, let's kick it off here. Al Del Greco brings it out. 43. 43 is a 15. That's a very short kick. 49-09. 49-09. So it's going to be at the 16, and it's going to be A.J. Johnson bringing it out. 65 for AJ is an 11. And 11 is still 22 yards, but it's a good field position. They're going to start their 38. All right, that might not be Meg Ryan. Hold, I gotta do this. You guys got to bear with me here while I do this. Deadly Misunderstanding is the name of the episode. So let me just go over here and just type Murder, She Wrote, Deadly. This is what you get with me. You get shiny things with me sometimes. Deadly. She's had a bunch of them that started with the word deadly. Let's see who the cast is. Let's see what we got here. I know you guys want to know, so I'm going to show you my screen here. So Deadly Misunderstanding. And there's the episode. Who is it? Is it Meg Ryan? Is it Lisa Cutter? I think it's Lisa Cutter. I feel like I recognize. I bet she was in an A-team. I just recognize Lisa Cutter. Remington Steele. Sorry, I know this is not what you guys were expecting when you logged in here, but I would be staring at the screen nonstop if I didn't look. Oh, okay. She was in an episode of Perfect Strangers. Actually, she was in 9 episodes. She played Larry's sister. That's how I know her. All right. Oh, I feel better. Okay. All right. Back to football. All right. Where are we? 1st and 10, 38 for the Redskins. Down 13 points. They need 2 touchdowns at least. So at 2, they're going to start with a run play. 22. 22 on the defense is AG. 61 is B. Or 61 is who is 61? Is it Jamie Morris? No. Oh, yeah, it's Jamie Morris. Okay. So Jamie Morris on the inside run against an AG. $16 for Morris is a 25. That's no gain. So Jamie Morris starts him off with no gain. That is just not what you want to see. And it's going to be 2nd and 10. And let's go short pass heavy. We'll get a short pass. 34 on your defense. That's an AD. I'm sorry, an AG. And 24 is Gary Clark. So we're going to go AG short pass. Ripping to Gary Clark. AG. 35. That'll be complete. And he'll get 13 yards and a first down. Boy, she looks so much like Meg Ryan. It's driving me crazy. All right, so 13 and a first down. That was Gary Clark. Sorry. Before it was 13. Yeah. So much like her. 13. All right, make it 1st and 10 now at the 49. They actually crossed the 50. Get to Phoenix's 49. A 20. I have not had a long pass in the second half. I think I've only had one in the game. So 25 on your defense is going to be AD. And 61. Oh, there's so many opportunities for an A, and they're going to end up with a C. This is going to be Mike Tice, the eventual Vikings head coach. Mike Tice, he's a C. So this is going to be a BD. This is going to be a rough one to complete. So long pass, 30 to 50. BD, but Mark Rippon has got a pretty good card. Can he do it? No. 51 is an 8. 8 is incomplete. Make it 2nd and 10. I like that they went deep. Got to keep the offense honest, all that stuff that they say. And that was Mike Tice. All right, 2nd and 10. So now if a 20 comes up in the second half because it was incomplete for Washington, I'll just call a play. Whenever I call a play, I generally use the best players. Try to keep it even for everybody. All right, a 9. That'll be an outside run. 42 is CS, and it will be Gerald Riggs. So outside run Gerald Riggs against the CS. $56 for Riggs is not great. It is 25. 25 is no gain. And it is going to be 3rd down. 3rd and 10 at the 49. Let's go short pass heavy here. All right, a 15. That is a short pass. 25. 25 is an AD. And it's going to be Art Monk. He's an A. So short pass AD. Jesus. 25. I did not expect to look up my TV and see a guy laying back with scissors stuck in his chest. All right, rip into Monk. 46 is not going to do it. It's a 17. It's going to be incomplete. And just like that, they're going to bring up 4th down. And they're going to have to punt. Washington, not doing much. First quarter was great for them. It has not been great since then. It has not been great since then. All right, so let's punt it away. Bring out Ralph Mosienko to try to do some coffin corner kicking here. 45. 45 is a 6, and that's going to be a touchback. Yep, that goes into the end zone. Gets his whole foot into it, unfortunately, and does not do what they were hoping. And it'll be 1st and 10, Cardinals now. Up 13 points, 2.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. All right, we'll start with an inside run. 25 is Earl Farrell, and 53 is a CS. $51 for Farrell. That's a 17, and he'll get 3 yards. All right, 2nd and 7. All right, we'll go inside run again. 65. 65 is Tony Baker. And I believe he only goes outside. Yeah, he only goes outside, so we'll flip the board here. 34. That's going to be that's a BD. So BD, outside run, Tony Baker. 25. 25 is looking good. That's an 11. And he'll get 2. And it'll be 3rd and 5. All right, 3rd and 5 to 25. Go short pass heavy. That's a short pass. 32. That's going to be Ron Wolfley, the big fullback. Haven't called his name in this game yet. So the big fullback, he's a C. 54 is a BG. So we're going to go short pass Wolfley from Hogaboom against a CG. $53. That's a 14. It's complete. Wow, 8 yards and a first down. Wow. Big play there. Wolfley catches it, puts his arms on it, puts his head down, and just runs until somebody tackles him. He's a big guy. Big guy, big guy. All right, 30. All right, 1st and 10 to 33 now for Phoenix. Doing the best they can to take some time off the clock, put some more points on the board, make it a 3-score game. Maybe they can get away with this thing. All right, so we'll go standard. We got a minute to go. Oh, it's a medium pass. Hogaboom, he's not that patient. It's a 21, though, so it is going to be JT Smith. 11, though, is a CD. We'll make it an AD. So medium pass, AD, Hogaboom to JT Smith. 56. Oh, it's a 20, and it's going to be just incomplete. Almost intercepted. Just incomplete. So Hogaboom to Smith. Incomplete. And it is going to be 2nd and 10. We're going to go 1. We're going to go inside run. 52. Stump Mitchell. I don't know if Stump Mitchell has carried the ball yet in this game. I always like Stump Mitchell. He's 30 years old in this game, or as this game is being played. So he's kind of on the other side of his career. But he was a good player there in the 80s. I think he might still be, or is, the Browns running backs coach. Maybe he's a coach. I think he's got a big white beard. 41 is an AS. All right. My dryer, I don't know if you guys can hear that beeping. My dryer just stopped. It's right over there. So 41 is an AS. So we'll go Stump Mitchell. We'll go inside run, and we'll go AS. Oh, a 63. That's a rough one. 63 is a 31, and we have 2 yards. But we have a penalty. Penalty flags are down after a 2-yard gain. All right, a 45, and that's going to be a 3. That is encroachment on the defense. So the Redskins can't get a call in this second half. So we'll take that. 5 yards. Encroachment again. They've done that already once in this half, or quarter, even in this quarter. It'll be 2nd and 5 now with the 38. All right, a 15. That'll be a short pass. 11, JT Smith. He's an A. He's an A star, so he's an A. 36 is BS. We'll make it an AS. So short pass, AS. $26. That's an 18. That's going to be complete, but he's going to lose a yard. Try a little running back screen with him. And it does, or wide receiver screen, and it does not work out. And that will end the third quarter. Phoenix getting 10 points to Washington 0 in that quarter. 27-14 Phoenix. In real life, again, Washington won this game 30-28. So, if Washington puts a couple of scores on the board, we're kind of heading that way. 3rd and 6. Short pass heavy. We'll get a short pass. 35. 35 is Roy Green. He's an A. And 35 there is a CS. We'll go BS. So Hogaboom to Roy Green. BS. Short pass. 24. 24 is a 16. It'll be complete, but it's only going to be 2 yards. Hogaboom to Green for 2. It's not going to be enough. And they're going to have to punt it away. Bring out Rich Camarillo, who I don't think we've seen since the first quarter. 53. 53 is a 6. And that is going to be a 48-yard punt. Long punt. 48 D10. Taken on the 13-yard line by Joe Johnson. A 35 for Johnson is a 20. And he'll get 9 yards on the return. And they'll start 1st and 10 on their own 22. All right, there we go. Let me click save here, just to be on the safe side. Okay. All right, took a little break there to put my laundry away. You can't leave clothes in the dryer too long or they get all wrinkly, and who wants to be wrinkly? So, all right, where are we here? 1st and 10 at 22 now for the Redskins. After a punt or a kickoff, I'm not really sure. I don't remember. It's like 10 minutes ago. So I think it was after a punt, maybe? Yeah, it was after a punt. So down 2 touchdowns. They need 2 touchdowns to take the lead here. We're going to start off short pass heavy. Let's go into a bit of a, not panic mode, but also not just a standard mode. Somewhere between those two. We'll go anxious. Anxious mode. 17 is a medium pass. 61 is a BS. 36 is Ricky Sanders. He's an A. So we'll go medium pass AS. Ripping to Ricky Sanders. 31, that's an 8. It'll be complete. 12 yards on the very first play. Good job by Rippin. Finding Ricky Feature on the little outcut. Ricky Feature, Ricky Sanders. Ricky Feature played for the Browns. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now up to the 34. Okay, a 9. We're gonna run this time. We're going to go outside run. 31 is a CS, and 51 is that Ernest Biner. That is Ernest Biner on the run play here. So outside run, Ernest Biner, CS. $65, that's a 24, and he'll get nothing. No gain. And it's going to be 2nd and 10. Let's go short pass heavy here. All right, that's a 6. That's a short pass. 42 is CS, and 62. Back to Jimmy Johnson. That Jimmy Johnson. That other Jimmy Johnson. That other Jimmy Johnson. He's a C. So we're going to stay at CS. Short pass CS. Oh, big play, 11. And that is going to be 15 yards. It's a first down plus 5. That'll be 15 yards and a first down. So Rippin is going to find Jimmy Johnson. Makes it 1st and 10 out to the 49-yard line as the Redskins do what they can to get on the board. Field goal, you kick it if you get down there, but I don't know how much it actually matters. 12:45 to go down 2 touchdowns. Field goal, if you get a field goal, you're still down 2 touchdowns. It's not, sadly, there's no 2-point conversion anymore, so we'll see. 7, that'll be an outside run. 45 is BS. 35 is Biner. $53 for Biner's a 17, and he'll pick up 9 yards and then get knocked out of bounds. Good run by Biner. All right, 2nd and 1 to the Phoenix 42. They got here last time and then had to punt. Let's see if they can keep it going. Let's go medium pass heavy on 2nd and 1. And it's going to be a 9. That is a medium pass. 56 is 56 is AS. 26 is Gary Clark. So we'll go AS, medium pass, rip into Gary Clark. $44. That's a 4. And that is a 28-yard completion. Ripping, finding Gary Clark. I'll tell you what, the way the dice are rolling right now, I almost want to pull out one of those 1958 games and just see if I can get quarterbacks over 50% passing completions. Because the dice have been amazing in this game. 1st and 10 at the Phoenix 14. And we'll go, what are we going to do here? Let's just go standard. And it's an outside run. 55 on your defense is AG. 52 is Jamie Morris. So Jamie Morris on the outside run. He'll run either way. And that was what? Was that AG? No, that is... Where are we at here? That is BS. Why is 55 a BS? 55. Yeah, AG. That's what I thought. AG. Oh, Jesus. All right, so here we go. Jamie Morris. 51 for Morris is a 19. That's sad. So that's 4 yards. Make it 2nd and 6. All right, 2nd and 6 at the 10. Let's go short pass heavy. 17. That is a medium pass, and I don't have medium pass. The only pass I have is short pass, so that's what we'll do. 32 is CG. 13 is Art Monk. So BG short pass. Rippin' to Monk. BG. 13. It's an 11, and it's going to be complete. It's going to be 8 yards down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal at the 2. Rippin' to Monk for 8. It is 1st and goal. Wow. All right, let's go big here. Let's try to run the ball in this first play. Short pass is still in play. 1 to 16 are your run plays. 17, 18, 19, 20 is a short pass. And we get a 2. That'll be an inside run. 54. Oh, they're looking pass. That's an AD. And 41 is Biner. So inside run, Biner, AD on 1st and goal. Or wait, not AD. 54 is AG. No, it is AD. Yeah, it is AG. All right. No. Wait, 54 is AD. There we go. All right, AD, Ernest Biner. 15, I think it's going to be enough. 16, it's going to be 6 yards. And Ernest Biner gets into the end zone for what might be his 2nd touchdown of the game. And it is going to be 27-20. Extra point pending. Washington. 61 is a 7. 7 is good. It is 27-21. They are 1 touchdown away now from taking the lead in this game. And apparently Washington's going to own the 1st and 4th quarters, and the Cardinals are going to own the 2nd and 3rd quarters. It's kind of what it looks like right now. Let's kick it off. Low Miller. Oh, 11. That's 25. That's going to be a touchback. So Low Miller boots it out of the end zone. We'll go to 75. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Phoenix now at their own 20. Really, really need to put some points on the board here. And they'll start with a 16. That's a short pass. 24 is not Gary Clark. I believe that's Robert Awald. Yes, Robert Awald. He's a B. Oh, no, that's JT Smith. Look at that. He's got a big chunk of these receptions, these targets. 11-24. That is 11. No, that is 10 of the 36 dice rolls are for JT Smith. So 35 is CS. We're going to make it an AS because it's JT Smith. So short pass, AS, Hogaboom to Smith. $55. Of course it's a 55. That's good for 15 yards. We got to check and see how JT Smith is doing here. Hogaboom to JT Smith for 15. And Smith is now 12 for 165 and 2. You remember in the game, he was like 8 for 165 and 3, something like that. Maybe it was 125 and 3. I mean, he is just having an amazing game here. Yeah. All right. Let's see. 1st and 10 on the 35. It's a pretty big first down, I would say, if we get one on that drive, you know. You don't go 3 and out. We're going to go short pass again. 65. That'll be Don Holmes, his third target of the game. And 25 is an AD. We'll make it a BD since he's a C. So it's going to be Hogaboom to Don Holmes, BD. Oh my goodness, Gary Hogaboom. That's an 11. That's a 3. It's only going to be 16 yards. But let me make sure I did that right here. 25 was AD. Yeah, BD. Yeah, okay. 16 yards. So Hogaboom hits Don Holmes. And it is going to be up to they're going to cross the 50 and get to the Washington 49. This is a big drive here. If Phoenix can do anything at all in this drive for points, they really give themselves a chance of winning here. All right, 15, they're going to stick with the pass. I mean, that's what's been doing it. 63, that is Jay Novacek. He's a C. And then 65 is a BS. So we'll go short pass BS. Hogaboom to Novacek. All right, here we go. 61 for Hogaboom. That's a 14. That's going to be complete. 2 yards. So Hogaboom takes a 3-step drop, sees Novacek kind of turn around right there, tosses the ball, and Novacek's hit immediately by one of the linebackers. But it takes 30 seconds off the clock. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47 now. All right, 12. We're going to go short pass again. 52 this time. That is going to be Earl Farrell. He's a C. Oh, 54. Yikes. That's going to be a BG. So short pass BG. Hogaboom to Farrell. 14. It's a 35. That's good for 7 yards, but we have a penalty. We have a TH. Whoops, let's do that again. The dice hit the top of the dice tower, popped up in the air, and landed in the landing zone thingy. So 62. 62 is a 3. That is encroachment on the defense again. Wow, so many encroachments for the Redskins. And what was that? What was our deal? It was a 7-yard pass. Yeah, we're going to take the penalty. We'll take the 5 yards. Keep the down. It was not an automatic first down. And it's going to be 2nd and 3 now at the 42. And we will go standard offense. 18. Hogaboom wants the medium pass. I mean, he's 30 of 36. Why wouldn't he? All right, at 12. That's a CG. They're looking for the run. 32 is Ron Wolfley. He's a C. So we'll stay at CG. So medium pass, CG. Hogaboom looking for Wolfley. 43. That's a 31. And we have an RP7. We have another rare play. So I, again, will pull out the chat GPT and we'll just use the same chat. And I'll just say now it's 27, 21 Phoenix. Which time's left? 9 minutes to go. Let's flip over here. 9 minutes to go in the 4th. Let's see. 2nd and 3 on the 42. On the Redskins, 42. Medium pass. Called to Ron Wolfley. Anything else? Wolfley is like that? Yeah, I think it's like that. Oh, there's 2 L's, not Waffley. There we go. Is there anything else? Medium pass, Hogaboom, called to Ron Wolfley. Okay. 2nd and 3, 9 minutes ago. I feel like I'm missing something, but that's enough. Take my glasses off here. Oh, I love it. See what it does here? Perfect. Here we are in the 4th quarter. One score ball game. Phoenix shockingly holding, so it knows. 2nd and 3. I think it knows because maybe the previous message. Journeyman quarterback Gary Hogaboom. See, I just said Hogaboom. It knew journeyman quarterback Gary Hogaboom. That's funny. Taking a shot downfield to the ever versatile one, Ron Wolfley. And all right, so here we go. I'm going to scroll. So I see 2, 3, 4. You can pause if you want to read them. 5, 6, 7. 7 looks really short. I can't make out a single word of it. 8, 9, 10, and 11 and 12. All right, so let's roll some dice. 3. Oh, 3 is going to be ugly. 3. Fan on the field. Just as Hogaboom cocks his arm, a fan dressed as a giant hog runs across the field, waving a foam finger. The play proceeds anyway. Hogaboom completes the 15-yard dart to Wolfley, but the officials blow it dead mid-run for external interference. After chaos and a short delay, Phoenix is awarded 15 yards, but no additional yak. 1st and 10 at the 27. Okay, that's kind of fun. All right, so we're going to go pass. Hogaboom to Wolfley. He gets 15, but no yak. No yards after the completion. And it is going to be 1st and 10 on the 27. 8.5 to go. This is a big drive right here. Big drive right here. I'm just gonna throw out that there was probably alcohol involved in that previous fan coming on the field. So 9 is an outside run. 51 is Tony Jordan. 14 is a BD. So outside run BD. Tony Jordan. 24 to 22. And Jordan is actually going to lose a yard. That's not what you want. He will lose a yard. Oh, man. And it's going to be 2nd and 11 on the 28. All right, we're going to go outside run again. 54. I know that was a 5. 54. That is Stump Mitchell. 42. 42 is a CS. So outside run, Stump Mitchell, CS. Between 10 and the 30, yeah. Oh, no, a 34. We're going to have a penalty. He'll get 1 yard, but we have a TE. 55. It's going to be on the Redskins again. 30. That is a big one. Twisting the face mask. 15 yards from the gain and an automatic 1st down. So let's give him a yard. That's a big play. The Stump Mitchell gets a yard. We'll call it 15 seconds because of the penalty. And then we'll just add on half the distance. So he's at the 27. So 13 and a half. You always round up for the offense. So that's 14 yards. So 14 yards. 14 on Washington. It's going to be a flagrant face mask. And the clock was on the last play. It is 1st and 10 to 13 now for Phoenix. Trying to get that upset. Okay, a 1. That'll be an inside run. We're down to 7:45. 61 is by Sikahema, so we're going to go outside run. On this card. And 12. Oh, and 12 is a CD. So outside run CD by Sikahema. 22. 22. And he is going to pick up 13 yards. He's in for the touchdown. So Vi Sikahema answers by taking the little jet sweep around the corner and getting into the end zone. 33-21 Phoenix. Al Del Greco for the extra point is good. It is 34-21. Wow, who saw this coming? All right, let's kick it off with Del Greco. Right at the halfway point. 56. That's a 7. 62-09. He'll kick it to the 3-yard line. All right, kick it to the 3. It's going to be A.J. Johnson. Oops, I dropped my red die here. Oh my, an 11. An 11 for A.J. Johnson. That's an 8. And he'll get 35 yards on the return. A.J. Johnson. Oh, man, if it had been Joe Johnson, it's a touchdown. All right, so boom. All right, first and 10 at the 38 now for Washington. It's 4 o'clock. That game starts, I think, at 4:30. I'm getting close to being done here, but I do want to watch it. Let me stick the pregame on here so I can see it. No more Murder, She Wrote. What's our first play going to be? It's going to be a short pass. Actually, we're going to do a lot of passing here. That's probably it right there. There it is. So Buffalo, Denver's the first game. Okay. All right. So 44 on your defense. They're waiting for that pass. That's going to be an AD. 35 is Ricky Sanders. He's an A. So we're going to go AD short pass. Rip into Sanders. $44. These dice are amazing. 44 is a 4. And he'll get 15 yards and a first down. He'll cross the 50. Rip into Sanders for 15. And it is going to be first and 10 now. They're going to get to Phoenix's 47. Trying to score quick. Let's go medium pass heavy. And it's going to be a short pass. 55. Defense is ready again. AD. 16 is Art Monk. So AD. Art Monk short pass. Basically the same play, but to Monk this time. A 26. That's a 17. It's going to be just incomplete. So ripping to Monk. No go. Second and 10. Go medium pass heavy again. All right, a 5. Another short pass. I can't even get a medium pass called. Lots of big numbers here. 65 is an AS. 55 is Don Warren, the tight end. He's a C. So we'll go to BS. We'll go short pass BS. Rip into Donnie Warren. 14. We have a 35. That's going to be good for 4 yards, but we have a penalty flag. We have a TH. 16. And that's going to be delay a game on the offense, and Washington with their 9th penalty. And just about all of them in this half. Delay. And it's going to be second and 15 now, back on the other side of the 50 on their own 48. Let's go medium pass heavy. And it's a 16. There's your medium pass. 65. Oh, we're looking at another bad receiver. 65 is an AS. We'll make it a BS because we're going to throw 2. Reggie Dupard, the halfback, is going to be our target here. He's a C. So it's going to be a BS medium pass. Rip into Dupard. 33. Rippin doesn't care. That's good for 30 yards. And that is a first down. You guys remember all those games I played from those early seasons where I could not get, guys were like 8 of 25 passing, and then I get something like this and it just makes me so happy. All right. Rippin 26 of 37, 343. Hogaboom 31 of 37, 344. Love it. First and 10 at the 22 now for Washington. Again, trying to score quickly because they need to stop and then get the ball back. So we'll go short pass heavy. And we'll get a short pass. 51. I saw another 6 over there. What is that? Another 6. Yeah, 66. It's going to be Gerald Riggs. He's a C. 51 is AD. Make it a BD. So short pass BD. Rippin going to dump it off to Gerald Riggs. Can't find any of his guys down the field. A lot of talent down the field. Can't find him. So throw it to Riggs. 45 is a 14. Oh, it's just incomplete. So Rippin to Riggs, incomplete. Second and 10. 5.5 to go. Let's go short pass heavy. And it's going to be a short pass. 56. That is AS. 42 is Ricky Sanders. He's an A. So we'll go AS. Rip into Sanders. 46. 17. Complete, but no yards. Complete right at the line of scrimmage. And nothing. That's going to hurt him because that's going to take time off the clock. Make it 3rd and 10 at 22. Let's go medium pass heavy here. A field goal will not help. So we're going to get a short pass. 33. Oh, they're waiting for it. That's a BD. But we're going to make it an AD because it is Art Monk. So we're going to short pass AD. Rip into Monk. 22. It's a 4. It's going to be complete for 14 yards, and Monk's going to go out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Great play. 14, and he goes out of bounds. It's 1st and goal at the 8. Let's go short pass heavy. And I don't care about the purple die because all I have is short pass. All right. Oh, look at the 6 that's come out. 66 on the defense. That's a BD. 36, though. That's Ricky Sanders. He's an A. So AD again. Same play. Different board, though. So we'll go short pass, AD, rip into Sanders. Oh, no. 43 is bad. That's a 32. And we have an incompletion with an injury, but we're not playing injuries. So it's literally just going to be incomplete. That was Ricky Sanders. Complete. All right. 2nd and goal at the 8. Let's go standard here. All right, we'll get a 2. Let's go inside run. 60. Oh, the defense doesn't care, though. They're like, yeah, inside run, go ahead. That's a BG. 51 is Biner. So inside run, Biner, BG. I thought maybe I can catch him sleeping. Oh, but Biner busts through the line. 22 is a 16. No, it's a 15. And he's only good for 5 yards. Boy, that right there is what that 66 did. That is a touchdown in most places, but that's only good for 5 yards because of that 66. And they're going to use a timeout here. No, they're not. All right, 3rd and goal, 3. Got to save those for when Phoenix has the ball. All right, let's go pass. All I have is short pass, so 51. 51 is an AD. 26 is Gary Clark. He's an A. So we'll go short pass, AD. Rip into Clark. $44. It's a 4, and it's going to be a touchdown. So Rippin finds Gary Clark in the back corner of the end zone and nails him with the touchdown. And they're going to pull it within 7. Let's kick the extra point with Low Miller. 55. You know that's good. That's a 5 or a 3. What is it? It's a third. It's a 19. 19 is also 19 and 20. 5. Everything higher than 36. It's all good on an extra point. And that is going to make it a 34-28 game. And now it's time for the kickoff. We got 3:45 to go. They got all 3 timeouts. They got to get 3 and out here on the Cardinals. So kicking off is Low Miller, 46. That's a 5. And that is 70-09. He'll kick it 5 yards deep into the end zone, and they will wisely take a knee here. No reason to risk any kind of a fumble. So 70-09. It's going to be Sikahema. Taking a knee. All right. So what do we do here? We can't really throw the ball. I'm just going to go standard. It's been working for him. You know, you don't want to see incompletions, but he's 31 of 37. I mean, let's go ahead and just go standard and see what happens. All right, we are going to get a short pass. I'm a little leery of that. And it is going to be to our worst receiver, Daryl Usher. Oh, you make me want to. It's his second target of the game. This is probably not the smartest play. Where's Daryl Usher? Oh, I bet you he is in this stack. There he is. Oh, look at that. So you're going to throw it to your EB1. It's not the best play calling, but there's a reason they were 5-11 that year. All right. So our defense, oh, look at that defense, 33. They're ready for the pass. They got a genius defensive coordinator, apparently. That'll be a CD. Usher's a C, so we'll stay at CD. I think our next play might be a run play. So CD. Boom. All right, Hogaboom to Usher. Oh my God, Hogaboom doesn't care. That's a 3. Usher is going to get 15 yards and a first down. That is hilarious. And they're going to, do we call timeout here? 3? No, we're not going to call timeout here. We'll do it. I'm trying to do it on a first down, second down, third down is what I want to do it on. So either I call it here and then I don't get to call it on third down. We're going to go big here. So 1 through 16 is going to be your run plays. 1 to 12 is inside. 17, 18, 19, 20 is going to be your pass play, short pass. And it's a 20. Oh my God, Hogaboom is really feeling himself today, if you know what I'm saying. And it's JT Smith. Why wouldn't you? He's an A star. 16 is an AS. A short pass, AS. Hogaboom to JT Smith. 54. We're going to have a penalty. That'll be good for 9 yards, but we have a TH. 25. That's going to be against Washington. Illegal contact. 5 yards and a first down. That's their 10th called penalty. 10th accepted penalty. And that's a first down too, yeah. In this half. Oh, the Redskins just not playing well here. Defensively, at least. First and 10 at the 40 now. 3 minutes to go. And we'll go big again. And it's a leaner. And it's a 9. That's going to be an inside run. It's going to be Earl Farrell. 34. Oh, geez. 34 is they're looking for a pass here. That's a BD. So inside run BD. Farrell. 25. 25 is a 17. And he'll get 8 yards. Man, the Redskins, they're 40 on defense. They're pretty good. But Phoenix just has their number. We're going to go ahead and call a timeout here for Washington. So it's going to be 2nd and 2, 2:45 to go here. And we'll go big again, run again. A 10, that'll be another inside run. 32, it's going to be Farrell again. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. 51, that was a 1. 51 is an AG. So inside run AG, Farrell. 41. 41's a 26, and he'll get 1 yard. Make it 3rd and 1. And they'll use that timeout. 1 left. 3rd and 1. And they're at the 49. So we're going to go big. And we're going to get another inside run. 56. 56 is, Visekahema. So I rolled his 5th carry of this game, and he only runs outside. So we're going to flip to the outside run. I in real life, I wouldn't have called this. 12, though. 12 is not good. That's a CD. So we're going to outside run CD. Visekahema. Coaches are getting a little tricky here, which is never smart. 62. Oh, it's a 25. It's no gain. Yeah, that was not a smart call by the Cardinals brass. And they're going to use their last timeout. So it's going to be 2:15 on the board, 4th and 1 at the 49. You got to punt this. You got to hope the defense can do something. No timeouts left for Washington. They have the hurry up, but no timeouts. So bring out Rich Camarillo. 66. 66 is a 4. And that is going to be 52 yards. That's going to go into the end zone. And they're going to go ahead and, the one thing about Pro Football Helper is when you kick a punt into the end zone, you don't have the option of running it out. So watch. I just put 50, they're at the 49. 49 plus 52 is 101. So it's going to be 1 yard deep. And it just takes me to 1st and 20, which is kind of a buggy thing there, but that's okay. All right, so the Redskins have it 1st and 10 at the 20, 2:15 to go, down by 6. They need a touchdown. Can they get it? In real life, they won 30-28. Right now, they're down by 6. If they can get a touchdown, instead of winning by 2, they win by 1, and I'll be amazed at this game. Let's go short pass. You know what? It's 2:15 to go. Let's go short pass heavy. Clock will stop here regardless. So it's going to be a 5. 13. 13 is BS. 53 is Ernest Biner. He's an A, so let's make it AS. So short pass AS. Rip into Biner. 52. I know what that is. Do I? Oh, it's a 27. And yeah, Rippin's going to run. So Rippin doesn't like what he's seeing there. He is going to scramble. BS. Here we go. 54. That's a 35. He'll get 4 yards, but there's a penalty. We have a flag down. 56. And oh my goodness, that is going to be illegal motion on the offense. 5 yards. It's going to back them up. That is their 11th accepted penalty. Again, most of them in this second half. Just not their day. That was illegal motion right there. 15 seconds is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 1st and 15 now. No timeouts. They got to go 80 yards. 85 yards. Let's go medium pass heavy. And we get a 3. That is a short pass. So they're going to give him the middle. Phoenix's defense is going to give him the middle of the field. It's going to be Art Monk. He's an A. 51 is an AD. So we'll go short pass AD. Rip into Monk. 26. That's a 17. And that is incomplete. Oof, not a good start. Let's go medium pass heavy again. We get an 18. That is a medium pass. We get a 65. That is AS. And a 26 is Gary Clark. He is an A. So we'll go medium pass AS. Rip into Clark. 63. Oh, it's a 34. Possible fumble. F43. 1 to 4, the fumble counts. And it does not count. So we will use the result of the F43 to determine the result of the play. 21. Oh, man, he is sacked. He'll lose 7 yards. And you can't. So I can run a hurry up here, which is I'm going to do. So I'm going to go sack. No, if I run a hurry up, it makes it 4th down. We got to do it. No, we can't. No, we can't. So quarterback sack, that is the worst thing you could do right there. What was it? What I rolled? 21 minus 7. Who got him? That's a big play by the Cardinals defense. And that is 43. That is Ken Harvey getting in there and taking Rippin down. I'm going to go 30 seconds. They got to have 2 plays to pick up a 1st down here. 1 minute 15 to go. 3rd and 22. Let's go medium pass heavy. A 2. That is a short pass. Hoping for one of those 1st down pluses. But look at that defense. BD. Oh, and look who they're throwing to. Jimmy Johnson. He's a C. So short pass, BD. Rip into Jimmy Johnson. And there's no hurry up on this play. And here we go. 36. It's a 14. It's going to be incomplete. And this is going to be the biggest play of the game here. Minute to go. 4th and 22 at the 8. And they're going to go, we got to go medium pass heavy. And we're going to get a medium pass. 42. CS. 46. Biner. And he's a B. So we're going to stay at CS. Oh, I'm back at the 8. I'm back here now, aren't I? Right here. We're going to stay at CS. Oh, 26 is a 17 again. It's incomplete. And that is going to end the game. As Rippin played so well in the 1st quarter and the 4th quarter until this drive could not get anything going. And that'll end it. Hogeboom will come out. One of maybe his career game. Who knows? He'll take a knee twice. I can't wait to look at this box score. So QB kneel. And then one more time. Pass. Hogeboom. Kneel. That's going to be 50. That is going to end the game. The Phoenix Cardinals hold on for the upset. And I was only 4 points off over in real life. Just swapped the other way. So I guess I was 6, 8 points off in real life. I love it. I cannot wait to look at this box score. And I can't wait to look at JT Smith. That guy. Whew. I need to go out and buy some of his football cards. All right, so let's look at the box score first. And we'll look at the overall stats after that. So quick box score. So the Redskins 14-0 in the first quarter, 14-7 in the fourth quarter. But look at Phoenix, 27-0 in the two middle quarters. Man. All right, let's look at total yards. 416 for Phoenix, 432 for Washington. Penalties also killed the Redskins. Is it on here? Yeah, 11 for 79, only 4. I don't think I had a single penalty in the second half for Phoenix either. 3 sacks apiece. So let's see. Sikahema, 6 carries for 24 yards. Earl Farrell led the way, 10 for 46. Sikahema with the touchdown. But look at Gary Hogeboom. 32 of 38, 359, 1-3. He was 3-3 in real life, but 1-3. And there's JT Smith. He finished at 12 for 165 for 2. Ernie Jones, 3 for 21. Roy Green, 5 for 26. Rob Awalt, 4 for 73. 3 sacks. Galloway, Sadler, Harvey. No picks. Punting. Camarillo, 3 for 151, including that 52-yarder there at the end of the fourth quarter to really help them out. Then we look at the Redskins. I mean, not a lot of running here. Gerald Risley had 4 carries. Biner had 5. Jamie Morris had 5. That was because of the second, third quarter. When they start to go down, they start throwing the ball. But Rippin, 28 of 44, 353 and a touchdown. I forgot about Mosienko's completion on a punt. 1 of 1 for 7. And then Gary Clark, 8 for 100 and a touchdown. Ricky Sanders, 6 for 45. Art Monk, though, 4 for 62. Not terrible. Those are the top 3 guys. Biner, 4 for 30. Jimmy Johnson, 3 for 26. Reggie Dupard gets in the game. Don Warren gets in there. Oh, man. 3 sacks, an interception. Mosienko, 3 for 123. All right, we got to look at the real thing here. We got to look at the season stats. So replay, let's look at the standings first. So now Washington with their first loss, they dropped to 4-1. Phoenix moves to 1-4. And I'm going to play, the next game I play, I think is going to be Giants-Philly when I play the APBA. I'm probably going to break out the 49 quick decks tomorrow. But there you go. Let's look at some stats here. I mean, JT Smith. Let's go to rushing anyway, even though nothing exciting happened here. Barry Sanders still leading the way. Riggs got up there. He's at 255 now. Nobody else in the vicinity. We'll go to passing. What did this do for yards? Rippin first. Hogeboom fourth. Now, only 4 teams have played in week 5, so that'll certainly go down. But, I mean, can't go down very much. I mean, these guys down here got to throw some yards to get them. Hogeboom, 5 touchdowns and 5 picks on the season. Rippin 12-3. Let's go to rushing or receiving. This is the big one right here. Look at that. 50 catches for JT Smith through 5 weeks. That's a 160 catch average. He wasn't that high in real life when he got injured, but he was like 8 games, 60 catches, I think it was. Anybody else? Gary Clark up to 29. Roy Green up to 25. Ricky Sanders up to 23. And then yardage, I mean, again, JT Smith. I'm not gonna get him hurt. I'm gonna leave him healthy the whole year just because I want to see how high I can get that number. That could be fun. Let's look at sacks and interceptions, or at least sacks. Any of these guys do anything? Washington, yeah. Dexter Manley up to 5 or at 5. Nobody else for either team. Interceptions. One of the Johnsons had an interception for Washington. And there he is. Okay, that was his second interception. So he's 2 for 12 now. Okay. All right, well, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will be back probably tomorrow with the 49 quick decks. I think I'm going to play Houston-Jacksonville. That feels like it could be a fun one. So stay tuned for that, and I'll talk to y'all later.